Oh,
Here
that
we
sounds
go.
like fun.
And I'm gonna mute everybody. That includes you, by the way, Cindy, so you're gonna need to unmute yourself. But let me get started. Welcome. It's lovely to see everybody. And today, the Julian Teachings Organization welcomes you to Heal, Empower, and Thrive. This is a six-part series of pop-ups, and Cindy Frank is doing all of them. Um, we do a bunch of these presentations each year. They're all done by members of our community. Um, these pop-ups highlight the work of many of June and Julian's students, who are themselves master metaphysicians. And I would love to, since there's a few new people in our group here, tell you a little bit about our organization. The mission of Julian Teachings is to encourage spiritual development and increase the awareness of individuals by enabling access to amazingly rich and extensive metaphysical teachings of the late Reverend June K. Burke and the Seraph Julian. Our goal is not only to provide accessibility to these teachings, but to provide a structure for sharing metaphysical knowledge and technique, and to encourage our members to network with one another. Okay, let me pop some here. So what I'd like to do is let's talk just a little bit about logistics. Please hold your questions to the very end or until unless Cindy asks for questions. You can also put them in the chat and I will be monitoring the chat. Cindy's working with a bunch of affirmations. We have a collection of those affirmations. I think you should be able to download them from the chat right now. Put them in there. And we'll be also make sure that they're associated with other things on the website. And I'll talk to you more about that later. So you'll be able to get a hold of those. We are recording this presentation, as you probably just heard, and there'll be links to both the video and audio recordings, and they'll be available typically within a few days. If you receive the Julian Teachings Community e-blasts, we'll send something out via that. There are links to all of this on julianteachings.com, that website. There's a menu item called Resources, and under that menu item is a thing called Pop-Up Resources. Cindy's, I think, at the very top, and there'll be links to her stuff there. And if none of these options work well for you, put your email address in the chat today, and I will make sure I send you these links personally to you. So it's now my very, very honor and pleasure to introduce our speaker, Cindy Frank. And she has over 40 years of experience in the medical field and a very, very deep interest in complementary healing. And she discovered the holistic approaches through Julian healings techniques long ago. And since joining the Julian community in 2006, she's been inspired by Julian healing practices because they're so easy to learn and accessible to everyone. She and Adele Letterman created the Julian Healing Manual, and she is a certified Julian Healing teacher and trainer. And very excited, I know, to be here and to share these techniques with you. I think this is time to hand this over to Cindy. It's all yours, Cindy. And you're still muted, Cindy.
Okay, better? Am I unmuted?
You're unmuted.
Okay, good. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. For those of you who have had some experience with Julian healing techniques, this will probably be a nice little refresher. We're going to start from the beginning and do some very simple techniques just to get everybody kind of used to it. And I think in this day and age, the more we can do for ourselves and our loved ones, the better we are. And we all have this wonderful ability, just need to find some tools to develop it. So let's go. The very first affirmation I have is one that's really special to me. It was given to me by my cousin Camille, and it was given to her by Julian. And she gave it to me at a very trying point in my life, and it helped me a lot. So I wanted to share it with you too. God is my source of all supply and answers my every need. Within me, I joyously relax, release, laugh, and love. Within me, I move and grow and find my perfect space. It is with a great dance of life that I move forward. I know that I will have all I need in every form, for I'm about my Creator's work. I'm a beautiful spirit with the courage to be. So be it. So what is healing? It's an exchange between the healer and the recipient based on the premise that human beings are highly complex fields of various life energies. When we're in a state of health, the energies are in harmony or in dynamic balance. Disease, which if you spell it dis-ease, is a manifestation of blockages in the energy field and deficits in the energy field. So healing energy is what we send. It comes through us, not from us, and it's divine love. Really, it all comes down to that. It's divine love. And that's what you're sending. You're sending love from the very heart of you, the very soul of you, to another who needs that help through your hands, through your eyes, through your heart. Let's see. Divine love, when it's passed to another, it's not contaminated in any way. It's always pure. If you're sick, it's okay to heal somebody if they ask for healing and you feel up to it. It's fine. The sickness is not going to transfer. But don't try to heal yourself or anyone else if you're angry or you're jealous or anything like that. Those negative emotions, it won't hurt the other person, but it's going to block your healing energy. You're not going to be able to do it very well. In this type of healing, we become channels for divine love to help another being. It's really what we were wired to do. Love is the most important thing we have. So it's what we're here for. And nowadays that is very, very trying. So I'm sure we know why we're here, to try to practice it. But I think this is another way that we can give and receive love to ourselves and to each other. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is prepare your tools. These are your tools. Okay. So the first thing you do are some vibratory exercises. When you're learning healing, you want to make sure that you're calibrating your tools, or you're making sure your tools are in good order. So every day you want to do some vibratory exercises. You can extend your hands outward like that and press back as far as you can, pressing your palms back. That's one way to do it. Okay, very gently. Another way is have hands prone, like on your thigh or on your lap, and gently take one finger at a time, your thumb, and just bend them back as far as they'll go gently, and just do that a couple of times. I usually do 3 times. I don't know why. 3 is everything. And then when you're done, you shake them out. Just shake out that energy, make it sure it's going all over the place. And that's another way that you can just use the vibration for healing, is just shake your hands real vigorously and then let them go in. And then shake them and let them go in. A couple of times and you're good. Any questions? Yeah.
So Cindy, should we do all 3?
No, you don't have to do all 3. You can choose the one that's right for you. If you want to mix it up and do one day and one another day, that's fine too. It's totally up to you. But it's just keeping your hands in shape. What you're doing is you're increasing the vibration in them, and you're increasing the feeling in them. You're kind of getting to know your own hands and how they feel and what they're telling you. Okay. And the next thing we're going to do is with our hands too, we're going to build the energy. So if you've built the energy before, some people get discouraged because they don't feel what they think they should feel. Energy is there. It's there for all of us. Whether you feel something or you feel like your hands are going to fall off or you feel absolutely nothing, it's still there. So just trust yourself and trust that, we're made with this for ourselves. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is build the energy. There are a couple ways you can do it, whatever's best for you. This kind of works for me. I just put my hands together and see if you can feel anything passing from hand to hand. Anybody feeling anything? I always feel a vibration, like a tingling. Sometimes people feel a spongy kind of something. And like I said, sometimes you feel nothing. And sometimes, once you're working with your hand exercises and things, then you can start to feel it a little bit more. You can also do it by passing one hand over the other, just like that. See if that works for you. But what you're doing is you're just building up the energy for yourself. Okay. Now, when you're done with the energy, what we do is we break it. And when we're done healing a certain part, we want to be good stewards of energy. It's unlimited, it's universal energy, but we still want to be good stewards. So when we're done, and also not take old energy from one part of the body to another. So when you're done, you just clap or snap your fingers or shake it out, whichever one feels best to you. I usually go like this. It just to me signals with you. So that's what we want to do. We don't want to put old or contaminated energy into a new area. So are you ready for a technique? Ready for the first technique? Okay. This is called the sunflower, and I thought this might be really good where some of us are experiencing some really rocky weather and we might need to have some sun into our lives. This is great. It pulls down energy from the universe right into yourself, and it can really help boost your day. The other day I did this, I was just practicing for this class, and I did the sunflower and I really put myself into it. And then later on, I was like, wow, it's 7 o'clock at night and I'm still going. So I think they really work. Anyhow, when we want to do a sunflower, what you want to do is fill yourself up with energy. Imagine that there's a stream of energy coming down from the heavens into your head, spreading out through your arms, through the core of your body and down to your legs, right down to into the ground, into Mother Earth. You can stand up to do this or you can sit down. And then what you want to do, now I'm not going to raise my hands up all the way because you won't see them, but raise them up all the way up over your head and reach with your fingers, holding that energy and just feel it. Feel it coming right down into your hands, through your fingertips, energizing everything in you. Okay, then when you're done, you bring it down, shake it out, and you've got your energy.
Question. I'm sorry, here I've got another question, Cindy.
Good.
Should I have my legs crossed or should I have them uncrossed? Does it matter?
That's a good question. I think if you're pulling in energy, it's good not to have anything crossed on your body. It just kind of helps the flow. It feels like it does. I'm sure it would get to you if you had to have your legs crossed for some reason, but you want to have everything open and accepting the energy.
And then just one other question, so if you're upset, let's say, oh, I don't know, say I watched something on the news that really upset me. So I'm emotionally upset, but if you say if I'm angry or something, I can't heal. Well, how do I move from being upset or angry of what I'm seeing on the news to doing that to calm me down? To doing the sunflower.
Giving yourself some energy?
Yes. Is that called the sunflower?
Yeah, that's called the sunflower.
How do you do that?
Just, I think trying to ground yourself is good. So anything you can do to ground yourself, if you can, before you start, maybe, I don't know if it's good outside. If you can go outside with your bare feet and stand on grass, that's really good. But you can do it in your house too, just bare feet, try to ground yourself. Fill yourself with love and light. And it's tricky, but I send love and light to the people who are really ticking me off. Or you can freeze them, picture them in a block of ice. But love is everything. And we don't have to, and I was just reading something from Julian, you don't have to agree with people. You don't have to agree with what they do, but they're part of us. We need to love. And that's really hard right now, but it's worth trying. And it helps you, when you forgive somebody, it's not helping them so much, it's helping you. And this is just on a massive scale. So anything that you usually do to help ground yourself and make yourself, kind of feel the love instead of being upset. And it doesn't need to take that long. Go for a walk, shake it off. Does that help? Okay, good. All right. Now I didn't have this in there, but I learned a little song at one of our gatherings a long time ago. And I thought I'd just share it with you because I use this a lot when I'm in the car or whatever, whenever I think of it. It's a little song called Every Little Cell in My Body. And it just is very simple. It's every little cell in my body is healthy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is healthy. Every little cell in my body is well. Oh, every little cell in my body is well. And you just go on with that. So now that I've got that stuck in your head, I'm going to finish up with the last affirmation. And it's a very short one, but it says it all. And just remember this for you. I am love and I am light. I am the universe and I flow. So be it. This wasn't very long. I want to thank you all for being here. If you have any questions or any comments, the affirmations can kind of take you through the week. I hope you'll practice the energy building and the sunflower. And when we get back together next week, we can share some observations if you have any or any questions that you've developed through the week. That sound good? Okay. All right. Well, thank you all very much.
No other questions? No other questions for anybody? Go ahead and unmute yourself and ask if you'd like to do that. Go ahead, Patricia. Can you unmute yourself? Still not quite unmuted. Unfortunately, I can't do it for you.
I don't have any questions. I
Can
just
you
want to
can you
thank
hear
you.
me? Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead, Patricia.
Okay.
Or
Can
sorry.
you repeat that affirmation? I am love, I am light. Can you repeat that one?
I am
Please.
love.
Cindy, let me interrupt for just a second. We've got questions in the chat room. How are
Okay.
people going to get the affirmations?
The affirmations are in the chat, I think, and Jan explained that they are in on the website also.
Yeah. And I'll make sure, and they'll also get sent out again with the links and all that other stuff. So they'll get put in there. And Donna, I will send you them personally. And like I say, anybody who wants to put their email in the chat right now, I will send you personally the affirmations.
Can you just repeat that last affirmation, please?
Oh, yes, yes. It's a very short one. It's I am love and I am light. I am the universe and I flow. So be it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Anything else from anybody? Otherwise, we'll go ahead and shut it down. Thank you all so much.
Thank you very much. Hope to see you next
Thank
week.
you.
Have a good one.
Okay.
Stay dry.